is so high. If you don't know how to fly, aim for leisure to make you fly. Sky is so high. If you don't know how to fly, aim for leisure to make you fly. Here we go.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all?
Good
We are
afternoon,
fine,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Hello,
I'm
dear.
fine, and good afternoon, ma'am. Fine.
Good afternoon. So, I am Vanita. Almost 14 years of aviation experience. Was flying for almost more than 13 years with Etihad Airways and Jet Airways. And then I have been in training for almost a year now. So aviation is very, very special, very, very close to my heart because it's been my first job, and yeah, the way you all say, my dream job, isn't it? I am just going to ask randomly that why, or like I'm sure you, most of you all are interested in aviation. So little bit, I just want to know that why you are interested in aviation. So I'm going to take the names and only they will be answering it to me. Okay, others will just be service. You have to stay on mute. So Alina, you can unmute yourself and tell me why aviation.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi Alina, how are you?
I'm doing fine, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, hi. So Alina, tell me why are you looking forward for the aviation industry?
Ma'am, it's the field that I'm feel comfortable. It feels like me. This is what I want to do in my life, and
Okay.
this feels me really good, and I think I can do it.
Okay, that's really nice. I'm really happy that you're already very confident and you're sure what are you looking for forward to do in your career. So that's really nice, Alina. You can mute yourself. Vina, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell me, why is this your dream career?
I think education is a well-organized platform which will be suiting my capabilities and my passion.
Hmm.
And it is always, I always wanted to do something adventurous for my life. I think this lifestyle is suiting for that. And yeah, that's all I can now say.
Okay. So you can mute yourself. I want a boy to answer. Let me see. Okay, I can't see all of them. 1 second. Okay, I have Ilyas. Ilyas, can you unmute yourself and tell me why aviation?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Ilyas.
Madam, because this job is so professional for me.
It's a professional service.
Professional for me.
Okay, profession for you. But why? Why? There's so many different fields: doctor, engineer, uh,
Ma'am,
teacher.
there is no value. At present day, doctor, engineers, no value. That's why I
Okay.
feel,
Okay, great, great. So you feel this is the most valuable job.
yeah, ma'am.
Okay, great, great. Elias, you can mute yourself. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Since I'm doing a PT class, so let me just ask you all that when you imagine a cabin crew in your mind, that you want to become a cabin crew or a ground staff in the aviation, any of the airline. So I'm sure you must have seen lots of movies. I'm sure you must have seen some. There are some series. There are lots of nowadays. You have lots of series also which are based on aviation. So I'm sure you must have seen that there are lots of people. They have a certain type of picture in their mind when they imagine a crew or a ground staff. So what do you picture when you see a ground staff or a cabin crew? So I am going to ask Jen, Paul, there or sleeping?
Okay, I am there.
Okay, amazing. Tell me.
Okay, can you repeat that?
Yeah. So when you hear this word cabin crew or ground staff, what type of image comes in your mind?
Okay, if there was another vehicles at car or their parking, we are seeing there is needed a driver and a booking man needed. But
So you're talking
in that
about
time,
different departments, right? You're talking about.
okay, there is a coordination with the all departments are there in airport. It is to happens the landing of a plane to be done very carefully. And the coordination is as well with team.
Okay,
Like,
fair enough, fair enough. You can mute yourself. Now,
okay.
is there somebody called Nisha? Yes, Nisha. You tell me. I think my question wasn't clear. So tell me, when you imagine a cabin crew or a ground staff in your mind, so what do you see? Just imagine as a person. How do you see that person? How does that person look? How does that person portray? So I just want to know that. What qualities do you want that person should have?
The qualities for a ground staff is better interactions with all types of
So good
customers.
communication skills. That is important, Nisha.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. They should know.
I just want one point. Okay, let me just take the one point at a time, so that it is easier for us to understand. Okay, Nisha, fabulous, very good point. You can mute yourself. Okay, so as Nisha said, whenever you imagine a ground staff or a cabin crew or any other aviation professional, your communication skills are really very important. Why? First of all, when your communications are good, communication skill is good, automatically your confidence level goes high. Correct me? Isn't it, Nisha? Am I correct or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So your communication skills has to be at par. Okay. It doesn't matter whatever language you speak in. You have to be very confident. You have to be very. Your communication skill needs to be very good. So, of any of the airline staff, or especially the cabin crew or the staff who deals with the passengers, who are the front end staff, like the ticketing or the assistant team or the check-in counter, cabin crew. These are the people, they come in contact with the customers, the passengers. So it is very important that this skill has to be in you. So I'm sure you all are already working on it. You all are already polishing your communication skills by practicing, by talking English, Hindi, all these languages fluently. I'm sure you're doing that. Okay. Now next point, I want to know that what do you, who else is there? Mission.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah. You tell me, what else do you expect aviation professional should possess as a quality?
They should be very energetic and customer oriented.
Very nice, very amazing point you have taken. So you can mute yourself. So
Thank you.
when you're going from Bombay to Delhi and you see cabin crew walking in the airport, okay? There are two different airlines. Just picture eyes, close your eyes, okay? So there are two different airline cabin crew walking. One side there is Vistara crew, walking straight, very professional, very well groomed, straight, very energetic, walking fast, respecting, smiling at the passengers. Okay, and there is one AirAsia crew. They are going and they are very lousy, dragging their bags, dragging their feet, and not at all smiley, grumpy, and not smiling, just looking at each other, not bothered who's around, and very lousy and lazy body language. Okay, so as a passenger, when people are, you all know that people go, they wait in the waiting lounge, they wait in the waiting area for aircraft to come to get their tickets. So there is lots of waiting happening. So in that meantime, what entertainment they have? They're just looking at the staff who are walking around. Okay. So if you are a staff and if you are Janvi, can you unmute yourself? Okay, I've already given you a description of two different cabin crew walking on the airport. So could you tell me a little bit about the AirAsia cabin crew which you saw? What do you think? What type of cabin crew are they? How is this airline? What do you think?
I'm sorry, once again. Actually, your voice is.
Actually, my voice is breaking. Okay, so Janvi, mute yourself. I'm going to ask this question to Rohit. Rohit, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Hope. Acha, there are two. One, I am asking Rohit. Rohan can. Okay, amazing. So, Rohit, tell me. I hope you got my question.
Ma'am, please repeat the question once again.
Okay, so you have a Air Vistara crew walking on the airport on one side. They are walking with lots of energy, smiling, very, very well groomed, energetic. And on one side there is a Air Asia crew. They are walking on the in their pack with very lazy body language, dragging their bags, not smiling, looking grumpy. So, as a passenger, when you're sitting at the airport, you will have some impression, you will think something about both the airline cabin crew, right? So, I'm asking you, as a Air Asia, when you see a Air Asia crew, I've already described how they are looking, how they are walking, how are their facial expression. Do you have any impression about them?
Ma'am, I think ma'am, the things we have learned that after doing a 16 hours or 20 hours of flight, we should keep our mistake smile. We should not we should not be lazy. So I think they should try that one.
True. Absolutely, Rohit. Can Supriya tell me what do you feel about Vistara crew? Whatever I have described after that. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell me, Veena, what do you feel after looking at the Vistara cabin crew?
First of all, I really like their uniform, okay, and I really feel proud about whenever I see ground staff or cabin crew wearing their uniform and walking with a trolley, and I don't know, I feel really proud whenever I see them.
So it's only for the Vistara or it's for any other cabin crew?
No, for everyone, like for
Everyone.
any airline, yes, ma'am. For Air Asia too, yes.
Okay, amazing. So what do you feel about the Vistara crew, which I already told you the description of them?
I think I'll feel little impressed, and they were always attractive. So I'll also feel the same. Like I also want to become someone like that. Like that.
True. Okay, mute yourself, Tina. Thank you very much for your input. Okay, so why I gave you example of both of them, because as a passenger, when you're sitting at the airport, you're looking at different staff, you're looking at different cabin crew walking up and down. Okay, and you tend to make your decisions at the airport. So imagine you're traveling by Air Vistara and you see you're going by Air Asia and you see Air Asia crew is looking so lousy. They're not at all smiley. They are grumpy and they're already looking. They're out of energy. Am I going to be excited to go on that flight if I booked my flight with them? No, absolutely not. I'm going to feel, oh my God, they are already looking so tired before the flight, and I'm going on their flight, so I don't expect much from them. They're already looking before the flight only. They're looking so grumpy. They're not smiling. They're not even looking at any other passenger. They don't have any energy. So, and what am I going to feel? Oh God, I'm not going to have a very good flight, isn't it? In same way, the same person is going to think, wow, look at this Vistara cabin crew. They are so pleasant. They are smiling. They are walking with so much of energy. So next time I'm going to try flying with Vistara, isn't it? So it is very, very important that whenever you join an airline, okay, or even if you go in any of the hotels, whatever jobs you all get, people are going to look at you, and when you wear a uniform, they are going to judge your airline or your hotel depending on how are you carrying your uniform. That is a major reason that we always emphasize that, for aviation industry, you need to always maintain your personality. That is the reason you have an intensive program for personality development. So that when you wear whatever uniform, you should take pride in it, because depending on you, people are going to have their perception about the company you're working with. That is the reason the ground staff and cabin crew, they are being called a brand ambassador of the airline, because people They don't look at the advertisement and they come to fly with the airline. They come to fly with the airline because of the people. And who are the people? You are the future of the different airlines, right? I'm sure you guys are going to start flying soon. So it is very, very important that whatever you have learned in this course of time, you start inculcating that in your life. It's not necessary that professionally, yes, if you're planning to get into a airline or hotels, it is very, very important that you have to have all this. But otherwise also, you will see when you start having a completely positive body language, that energy, that entire positive era, automatically people, they start respecting you. People start getting attracted towards you. They start respecting you more. Okay, so this was about your body language, and you have to be very, very energetic if you have to, especially for the airline industry and the hotel industry. Okay, now let's talk about little bit. I want to just segregate it into two. There are few qualities which are like metaphysical qualities, and some are physical qualities. Okay, so what do we understand by metaphysical qualities? Metaphysical qualities are something that which you cannot see. Okay, for example, can you see confidence? If somebody is just walking, somebody is just sitting in front of you, after looking at that person, will you come to know that that person is confident? No. That is an internal quality. So metaphysical is an internal quality which you possess, which is equally very, very important like your physical quality. So what is your physical quality? The qualities which you can see, which I'm sure you all are already been trained on aviation and grooming. So you already know what are the physical qualities which you can see. Okay. So I am going to give you one example of each. Okay. For example, I've already given one for metaphysical, that is confidence, and physical could be your hairstyle, right? So like that, I want now you all to give me the example. Let me see how much have you understood. Okay. So in metaphysical qualities, let's stick to metaphysical first, which are your internal qualities. One is your confidence. Roshan, please unmute yourself. Roshan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, did you understand what is metaphysical quality, Roshan?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me one of the metaphysical quality.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hello?
Could you tell me one metaphysical quality?
Hello?
Could you hear me?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello, ma'am?
Could you mute yourself, please? I think there's some disturbance on your side.
Ma'am, I am in unmute only, ma'am.
Mute yourself, please. Could Umra tell me the answer, please? For one of the, give me example of one metaphysical quality. Umra? See guys, it's a PD session. We cannot be quiet. It has to be an interactive session. If you can't talk to your trainer, how will you talk to your passengers which you don't know them? Yes? So, where is the confidence gone? That energy gone, which we were just discussing some time back. Veena, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm asking everything to Veena. Veena, sorry. Yash. Umra, please unmute yourself. Yes, could you give me an example of metaphysical quality? Amazing, amazing. So why do you think it is important to have a positive attitude?
Ma'am, if we have a positive attitude, then we can impress a passenger, and the passenger will be impressed by ourselves, and like it will be the first interaction between me and the passenger. And if I have a positive attitude, then the passenger will be very much impressed by me, impressed by my airline.
Amazing, amazing. So see, of course, Harshil, you correctly said that your positive attitude is very, very crucial, especially in customer service industry, because if you don't look positive, if you are not positive, people are not going to approach you. Yeah, they are going to feel if a cabin crew walking with a grumpy face, people are not going to approach that cabin crew. They are going to feel, oh my God, should I ask or should I not ask this person? Okay, so it is very, very important for you to have a positive attitude, a positive approach towards not only your internal customers, not only for your external customers, but also for your internal colleagues. So in day-to-day routine, you all will be working with different types of people, because it's always a rotation shift on the ground also, like when you're working as a ground staff, and also when you're flying every day, most of the time there is shuffling of the crew. Okay, so there are times when you absolutely don't know each other, and still you have to do a very full and very difficult flights together as a team, and you have to make that flight successful and a pleasant flight. So it is very, very important कि ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए कि oh God, on today's flight I don't have any of my friends, the flight is going to be so boring. No, you always have to be positive. Whatever happens, it's okay. Even if I have all the cabin crew members who are new, it's okay. We'll make it happen, motivate each other, work as a team, and just go. And trust me, if you have this positive attitude, you will have problems, but you will come out with the solution much more easily, because you're already positive. So positive people will think about the solution, they will not think about the problem, isn't it? That has to go in your mind, that whatever happens, I'm going to be very positive, not only in my professional life, also in my personal life. So positive attitude is also very, very crucial, very, very important, like your communication skills, like your confidence, your positive attitude. Okay, since you guys just disappear when I say names, so one of you can tell me something else about metaphysical qualities. Anybody? One, whoever speaks first get the chance. Yes, Jani, please.
Helpfulness.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear it. Metaphysical quality. Helpfulness. It's a kind of metaphysical
I'm not
quality.
getting the word. What?
Helpfulness.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I couldn't. I think there's a problem with my speaker. No problem. So yes, you need to be very, very helpful, because that's your job. People are going to approach you on the when you're at the airport, where to go, which gate, this, that. You can't tell, not my job. I remember when I used to fly, we used to only get we used to report 1.5 hours prior to the flights. And before the flight, we have our briefings, we have to do the breath analysis test, and then we have to go to the flight. And we used to be literally running, in the airport, because Delhi and Mumbai airports are very, very big, and you have to keep walking, and you're walking for at least 2 to 3 kilometers on these airports. These airports are very, very big. And when you're just rushing because you don't want to get late for the flight, suddenly passengers come and ask you, Madam, I'm lost, can you tell me where is this gate number? And that also, maybe I am working with, I used to work with Jet, and some Air India passenger used to come, or Go passenger used to come. But still, we had to help them. I can't say that, excuse me, please don't ask me, go ask any of the airline staff, your airline staff or the airport staff. No, because people see you in uniform and they are going to approach you. So you can't tell them, no, you're not flying my Jet Airways, go and ask your Air India or Indigo. You can't do that. Whoever asks you for the help, because they know that you have capability of helping them. So that's that person trusts you that you're going to give a right answer to his problem. You're going to give right solution for his problem. So that is the reason that person is approaching you. So you have to be helpful, not only professionally, also personally. I'm sure you all are doing, because if you have chosen service industry, that somewhere is inculcated in yourself, that you just can't professionally be helpful. I'm sure you must be very helpful in your personal life as well. Okay, so can we do 2 more metaphysical, and then we'll shift to physical qualities? Okay, so 1 more metaphysical, who's giving it to me?
Can I?
Yeah. Roshan, that time I was calling your name and you just disappeared.
Ma'am, my name is Rohan.
What?
Rohan.
Okay, sorry, I think there is my mistake. Okay. But there are two Rohans, or what?
No. It's only. It's me.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Yes, Rohan.
Feeling.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm feeling sure of yourself and your ability. It is quite the inner knowledge and your capability, confidence people. Secure them rather.
Confidence is very, very important. Yes, what you said, I would agree with that. That in aviation industry, you always have to keep yourself updated. You have to be very knowledgeable regarding what destination you're going, about different rules and regulations different country have, whatever country you're flying. You need to keep yourself updated, because again, when you're flying, there are 1,000 people are going to come and ask you that, okay, I am going to Singapore, so could you tell me how much money can I carry with me? Because every country have their own immigration and custom rules. So it's always better, not all, but major, whichever like they're very, very strict about, you should know that. So that you will be very, very confident if you have all the answers which you can expect your passengers are going to ask. Yes, so this is also one of the very, very important. You have to always keep yourself updated regarding whatever job you're doing. Okay? Good. Something else?
Yes, ma'am. Can I?
Yes, please.
I think there was a patience needed for the cabin crew member. Needed to be there. There was a angry man. They have a problem. Any other service have been their problem. The customer will be fire. There will shout. Anything we want to be here with the patience and with a smile and need a solution with a quiet answers.
Absolutely. So, Paul, you correctly said you have to be very, very patient. I was looking for this word because I think for becoming a cabin crew and for the airline professional, you need to be very, very patient.
Okay, I because I got this because of I worked in a service center.
Okay, amazing. Paul, amazing. Very, very good input.
Okay.
You can enrich yourself. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, correctly said, you need to be very patient, like to the extent that even if somebody comes and abuses you and slaps you, still you can't give it back to that person. You all think you will be able to do it? It has happened on my flights, where we had one of the mentally retarded passenger. He had some mental issues, and he just came and he slapped one of my male cabin crew. But yes, he was very, very patient. He didn't slap him back. Of course, we had to hold him. As a cabin crew or as a staff, airline profession, you can protect yourself, but you can't hit back. Yes, for example, somebody is coming to hit you, you can hold his hand, but you can't hit back. Right? The day you hit back, company will tell you goodbye, you can resign and leave. Because they want extremely professional people. Yes, the way Paul said, you have to be extremely patient, because there are times when the airports are very busy, especially in the vacation period. The airports are full, the flights are full, with minimum number of crew, with in a flight 100-200 call bells ringing. So there are times when you just lose it. कि बस अभी नहीं हो सकता. But no, you have to be very, very patient. You cannot lose it at any cost, because the minute you lose it, then you lose it forever. Because imagine going through all this training, getting through the airline, again doing airlines training, start working, and because of one small, you don't want to lose your mind for that one single minute and lose whatever you have done for so many days or years. Okay, so this is also very, very important that you're you need to be very, very patient. So do we have any more? Anybody is giving me anything else? Any other input?
I'm responsible and punctual.
Yes, very good. Who was this?
Janvi.
Janvi. Amazing. Why responsible? Why do you think you need to be responsible?
In a job of cabin crew, if we are given some work, it's our responsibility to do it in a proper way in a proper time. That's why.
Yes, absolutely, Janvi. There are times when you have 50 minutes of flying time, you have 600 passengers and you have to serve them and you have to collect their trays. Yes? So 50 minutes of block time, you will get service time of only 30 minutes. So imagine how is it going to be possible? 10 crew serving 600 will be too much. Maybe we have 10 crew and 300 passengers. Yes, so you have to do that. You have to be very, very fast. You need to know your responsibilities because as a cabin crew, you will have responsibility from row 1 to row 10 is yours. Like crew number 1, whoever's working as L1, his responsibility. Somebody working as L2, his responsibility is from row 11 to 20. So you need to be well prepared. You need to know what are your roles and responsibility, and accordingly you have to dispose your duties. So very, very important. You need to be aware about your SOPs. Whatever SOPs your company have given you, company will be going on you all will be doing a very, very rigorous training with the company, and after that you will be doing whatever is being taught to you. For that you need to know your SOPs very, very well. Okay, so we have done confidence, we have done patience, we have done positive attitude. You have to be very, very knowledgeable. Anything else anybody can think of?
Ma'am, politeness.
Yes, very nice. Yes, politeness is there. That you have to be very, very polite. That is like a part of. It has to become part of you. So whatever happens, you have to be patient and very, very polite. Anything else coming in?
Ma'am, emotionally strong.
Yes, that's called emotional intelligence. I was looking for this word as well. Who said this?
Ma'am, mission.
Mission, amazing. So I'll just give you a small example. Emotional intelligence itself is a very broad phenomena, I would say. So I understand that you all are in your teenage, and we all have our own good and bad days, isn't it? It does happen. कभी-कभी घर पे झगड़ा हो जाता है मॉम डैड से या बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड से झगड़ा हो जाता है. So you tend to take that to your school, college, right? नहीं यार आज मूड बहुत खराब है, मुझे किसी से बात नहीं करनी है. ये सब आप अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ कर सकते हो. You can do it with your friends, with your family. But when it comes to your work, you cannot afford to do that. So emotional intelligence is something which is you need to balance your mind. That the minute you wear your uniform, the minute you enter the airport, you have to forget whatever was happening home. You have to be emotionally very, very strong. जो भी हो गया, whatever problems I have, I'm going to leave it at home, and I'm going to give a best shot today. I'm going to be whatever my flight, I'm going to do an amazing job on my flight. I'm going to have a fabulous day ahead. This should be your attitude. Okay, you shouldn't get your personal things to your job. So your emotional intelligence plays very, very important role in your professional life. Okay, I'm going to give you a small example. I'll never forget that. So you like examples, right? I'm giving you all live examples which has happened to me, and I'm sure that is going to help you in your personal and professional life as well. Okay, so happy now if I'm giving you examples, or we should just go with boring theory? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am. Example.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So once I was doing a Mumbai to Doha flight, and one of my colleague, like I had flown with her name was Prithvi, I still remember. I've flown with her many a times, and she was a very jolly person and very positive. Like everything, whatever we till now discussed, all those qualities she had. And of course, I was the cabin manager on the flight, and I could see because before the flight only we conduct a briefing. So before the flight only, I could see that she was very, very quiet, little distracted. So I was like, okay, never mind, whatever, maybe she'll be okay on the flight. So we went on the flight. I didn't ask her anything because I don't like to get into anybody's personal life. I always keep my professional and personal life separate. So I went on the flight, and normally after completing my business class services, I used to go and help my cabin crew behind. Okay, so I was working behind, and she was in the cabin doing something. Okay, I was in the galley, wrapping up the galley. Then suddenly I hear her shouting on the passenger कि सर आपको अक्ल नहीं है क्या? आपको 4 बार बोला बैठ जाओ, आप क्यों बार-बार इधर आके लाइन में खड़े हो जाते हैं? That gentleman was again and again coming for the washroom wherein the carts were in the cabin. So you know, every time when you remove your carts, it's very difficult to take the carts ahead if passengers stand. So in that way, you know, very politely cabin crew they tell passengers that I'm extremely sorry. Could you just wait for 5 to 10 minutes? We are about to get our services done, and then you can use the washroom. So this is what you are supposed to say to the passenger. And Prithvi just said, आपको 4 बार बोल दिया, समझ में नहीं आता है क्या आपको? बार-बार एक चीज बोलनी पड़ती है. And she just she was कम से कम मुझसे वो 10 से 15 फीट दूर थी, फिर भी उसका आवाज इतना जोर से आया. I could hear her in the galley. So I just went running in the cabin, and the poor passenger was scared, and he again sat down. And then she came behind, and I was very shocked because I've never seen anybody behaving like this with the passenger. Okay, so I waited. I kept my patience till the services were over. I waited for her. फिर मैं उसको आगे लेके गई. I took her head. I asked her that what happened, Prithvi? Like I didn't like the way you spoke with the passenger. Like why did you speak that? So then she's like, "Arey, it's okay. That passenger was like that only, not educated. तो उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है." मैंने बोला, "Doesn't matter. When you were shouting at that, first of all, you're not supposed to do that with anybody. Doesn't matter what is the profile of the passenger, is he educated or no, whatever it is, you're not supposed to shout like this. Second most important thing, when you're shouting on the passengers, there are other passengers looking at you, right? So what are they going to feel? Oh my God, look at the cabin crew, the way they are behaving with the passenger. Do you think the other passenger, whoever heard you, they're going to come back to the airline?" So she misbehaved with only one passenger, but it has affected more than 50 passengers. So I asked her that, "Prithvi, what happened?" So she's like, "No, actually, you know, in the morning only, I really had a very bad fight with my boyfriend, and because of that, I didn't want to come on the flight. But then I just thought that forget it, I'll come because कल मेरी छुट्टी है. अगर मैं रिपोर्ट से कर देती तो मेरी कल की छुट्टी चली जाती, तो इसलिए मैं आई. तो वो निकल गया मेरा." So do you all think it's right? Harshal, little feedback. What do you think? क्या गलत हुआ यहाँ पे? हर्षल, अरे लेफ्ट. अच्छा, कोई भी बता दो यार. तुम लोग तो मीटिंग ही छोड़ देते हो जैसे मैं सवाल पूछती हूँ. यस प्लीज इलियास.
मैम फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वो गाली तो नहीं देना चाहिए था.
नहीं देना चाहिए था, सही बात है.
एजुकेट और अनएजुकेट नहीं कंपेयर करना. जो भी है, जो अपना इससे आता ना मैडम, हर कोई भी.
ऑफ कोर्स हर एक इंसान पैसे देख के आता है, कोई फ्री में थोड़ी ना आता है.
फ्री में थोड़ी ना आता है, बट उसको सर्विस तो सही मिली तो आगे नेक्स्ट टाइम वो 10 को बोल सकता ना मैडम.
सही,
वहाँ सर्विस अच्छी मिल रही, वहाँ वो से जाओ बोल ऐसा.
सही बात है, सही बात है इलियास, सही बात है. आपने जो बोला एकदम सही है. Thank you very much, Ilyas.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, Hansel, you disappeared. I thought you don't
actually,
answer.
No, actually, I was going to unmute myself. I'll just disconnect the call. Sorry for that.
Go ahead. Any input?
Yes, ma'am.
Input for my crew, Prithvi.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. She mix up her personal life and professional life. Also she's not very patient when the passenger is having some issues. So she has to become a patient person and try to explain that passenger. That's the main thing that she has to follow.
Yes, absolutely. So always remember, never ever mix your personal life and professional life. Then it becomes very difficult for you. अगर आपका मेंटल स्टेटस ठीक नहीं है, डोंट गो टू वर्क, मत जाओ, फ्लाइट पे मत जाओ, एक दिन छुट्टी ले लो, बोलो मेरी तबीयत खराब है, दैट इज ओके. बट फ्लाइट पे जाके फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ रॉन्ग इंप्रेशन ऑफ दैट कैबिन क्रू. यू आर डूइंग अ नेगेटिव पब्लिसिटी फॉर द एयरलाइन, एंड सच पीपल आर लाइबिलिटीज फॉर द कंपनी. So don't go to work. If you feel that for any reason you're mentally not stable or you're mentally weak, do not go. If you are strong enough, you can maintain the distance. You are supposed to. Of course, initially it is going to be a little difficult, but then you have to get used to it. And then once you're used to it, nothing can never bother you. Okay. And I want to give you a very, very important point here. I'm sure this is a little difficult, so it didn't come out from anybody. Have you all heard about empathy? Empathize, empathy.
Yes, ma'am.
Any idea?
Empathy and sympathy, right, ma'am?
Yes, Meena, could you tell me what does it mean?
It means ability to share one's feelings.
I beg your pardon?
The ability to share one's feelings and understand them.
Good, Aishwarya. Anyone else? Any other? So yes, I was talking about metaphysical. We can just keep going on and on. There are lots of things in metaphysical. Yes, we discussed about empathy. So it is very, very important for you to empathize with the passengers, because there are times when they tend to be very rude because of their personal issues or maybe their past experiences. So try to understand that yes, there is a possibility, because it does happen कि आप cabin crew हो, flight के ground staff ने किसी ने misbehave किया है, तो that is the reason that person is very, very upset. So you don't get upset on him कि मेरी क्या गलती है, वो तो ground staff ने गलती किया, मेरे पे क्यों गुस्सा निकाल रहा है. So don't do that. It's okay. You can just because you all are working for the same company, try to understand, empathize with them. Maybe uska mood kharab hai. It's okay. Put yourself. I'm sure you must have heard it. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. So automatically you empathize and then you let it go. It doesn't affect your performance. There are many more. I'm sure you all are aware different types of metaphysical quality. So now let's come on this side. We have something called as physical quality. So physical quality is very obvious. The way you portray yourself, your body language, your makeup, your hair, your overall appearance. How have you groomed yourself? How is your body language? What are your hand gesture? What are your expressions? Isn't it? So these are the things. These are very, very important. They both go hand in hand. So you cannot say my physical qualities for my personality are very good. So I'm a very well-groomed, very smart or beautiful lady or gentleman. But you have to have both the qualities, metaphysical and physical. Okay. So your personality is only developed when you develop these two aspects. You cannot just develop one aspect and you cannot work on other. They both go hand in hand, isn't it? Hope you have understood whatever I have taught you all today, and it was wonderful to be part of your training today, and hope that whatever you have learned you will practice it in your personal life. I'm sure you all are or will be doing that, start practicing now only. So automatically, whenever you get your job, you're already pro by then. Yes. So whatever your friends ka problem, keep it to friends. Family problem, keep it to family. Start, developing your physical qualities which you have already learned about. So when you'll start going for your interviews, you're all pro. Okay. So thank you very much. It was wonderful to take the lecture today with all of you, and I must say that it was a very interactive class, and that's how I like it. It has to be an interactive class. Only then it's fun. It's not. It doesn't make. I don't like the classes which are one way, where I'm talking and you all are quiet. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then thank you very much. Take care. God bless.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
Have a
ma'am.
nice day, ma'am.
Bye. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Sky so high, if you don't know how to fly, angel is here to make you fly. I'm gonna fly one day, sure I'm gonna fly one day.